Hey, this is Jody. It's 967 The Coast. Wake Up Show, Wednesday edition. Everyone's talking about the passing of Val Kilmer at the age of 65 due to complications from pneumonia. Of course, he battled throat cancer back in 2014. He beat that, but the process of beating it was tough on Val Kilmer, and that they did a procedure on his trachea that damaged his vocal cords to the point where he had a lot of difficulty speaking, and they had to use an electric voice box. But remembering the films, before Val Kilmer got into the movies, he was a stage actor, and then his first couple of films were actually comedies. Do you remember Top Secret? That was a pretty wild comedy. And Real Genius, I find that one very entertaining. But he went from the world of comedy to being the Iceman on Top Gun, and it was all big things from that point on. He had got the Doors. He was in the Doors. He played Jim Morrison, did his own singing on the Doors. At first, they were like, maybe we'll just have you lip sync. He said, no, 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 let's just go ahead and make this more authentic. He did the singing, did a great job in that film playing the role of Jim Morrison. And back then, I think they were doing it from the perspective that Jim Morrison was still alive. And of course, there was a recent documentary that claimed Jim Morrison is living in Syracuse, New York. But I digress. Other films we may think of Val Kilmer having been in Tombstone as Doc Holliday. A lot of people did believe that Doc Holliday was the best character in the movie Tombstone. Don't forget about Batman. Do you remember Batman? Val Kilmer was a popular Batman. I mean, there's been several Batmans, but he came after Michael Keaton. He was also in True Romance, where he played the role of Elvis. Not a lot of screen time, but people do remember Val Kilmer as Elvis in True Romance. So there was Heat, The Ghost, and the Darkness, Alexander, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and Tammy. She noted on the 967 The Coast Facebook page that the movie she thinks of when she hears the name Val Kilmer is The Saint. Now, the last role he had was back in 2022, the Top Gun Maverick, where, of course, he was the Iceman. But Val Kilmer passing away at the age of 65 due to complications from pneumonia, and yes, he will be missed.